Happy Friday. Oh, happy Black Friday. I assume, well, Black Friday in the US and happy regular Friday to everybody else. Gotta get Sienna invited. And if you hear that licking, that is my dog licking his toes. Join.
Hello.
Good morning from the States.
Good morning from New Zealand.
Tell everybody how early it is there.
5 a.m.
Yeah, so when people say, I don't have time, you have Sienna who's traveling the world and she's up at 5 a.m.
I think I'm traveling just the east side.
Just my section of the world, but still. Bless your heart though,
Yes.
because you've been living out of a suitcase for weeks. You've been
Mm.
haven't had a home cooked meal in weeks. You haven't had
Oh
your
no,
own
I'm
bed in
cooking.
a car. You're cooking?
I'm not wasting money.
I know, but you're doing back of the house, hair and makeup,
I,
writing, taking
I've
care of everybody.
I, I've had 2 weeks off, so we've just been on a lull. I always get because my daughter suffers from epilepsy and a few other things. We when we go like out of the country, we go to at least 2 weeks early or at least 10 days early. So she has time to, because she will seizure and it'll take a lot out of her. So we go, we just relax, and then she's just coming good today. So it's good.
Is it because of the change of environment that causes her to seizure?
I don't really know. There's a lot. Like she has lots of other disabilities as well, but yeah, it's there's a lot. I couldn't even pinpoint it. I know that when we travel, every time we travel, it happens. So we've just got to let her. If we get there early enough, then she doesn't miss out on what we need to do. So
Yeah, that's
I've had a lot of You know what I did? I've had a lot of writing time. I have actually bought a whole heap of stuff for the event that I've got coming in January, like stickers and tablecloths.
okay, but that stuff is fun. All the swag bags and yeah, trying to get together your brand and what you want your poster on the back to say and your tablecloth.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Oh, she's just got out of bed to see me at 5 in the morning. She's like, "Who are you talking to? Go back to bed, go to sleep." Are you saying hello? Oh, here she
Nice
comes.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, she
Hi,
says.
nice to meet you. I love seeing your pictures
She loves your pictures.
and
Yeah,
designs.
yeah, and all your clothes. Yeah, go to bed. It's too early for her.
Girl,
Sorry.
it's too early for you.
Oh, no, I'm not too bad because I went to bed a bit. Getting used to news, it's 5 hours difference from home. So it was a bit of a going to bed at 3 in the morning just because it felt normal.
Oh, I know. Like that's when I travel to the West Coast, that's behind us. And so I'm awake at like 4 in the morning. I'm just like, hello, let's start this vacation. And my sister's like, what the hell are you doing at 4 in the morning? I'm like, my circadian rhythm just has me at 4 in the morning. I don't know. She's like, go to sleep. I'm like, I'm done. I'm up. I'm gonna go get breakfast downstairs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's us. But she's been not getting up early at all. So this is great. She's up and about and being nosy.
So what you working on today?
I'm going back to the whip. So I've got my book three that I'm working on because I've my book two is at betas.
Yay! Congratulations.
So very excited about that. So
So you're
I'm
starting
on
to
I
write book three. Do you
yeah,
have a title yet or no?
I sort of do. Well, I could change. So at the moment it's fire and ice.
Oh, that's
So
so good.
yeah. So it's a bit of hate. Bit of
I
hate in
think
it. Yeah, bit of hate, love. Hate
oh,
turns to love.
like envy
Yeah,
lovers.
pretty much. Yeah. It's pretty
That's
feisty. And because
that's one of my
she's the president's daughter, so
That's one of my favorite tropes.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, one of your books I loved, your first one that I read.
Oh, Tomlin. Tomlin,
Yes, that,
yeah,
yes,
major enemy
yes,
lovers.
ye- yes, 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 yes. So
Yeah.
yes, I really enjoyed that.
Alrighty, so we are 5 minutes, so I'll get started. We'll sprint for 25, and then we'll have another 5 minute chit chat and sprint for 25, and then you can get something
Awesome.
to eat for breakfast.
Oh, I'll probably break. I've got coffee from yesterday. I've reheated. I didn't
Sometimes
finish it, and I was like, "No, I'll finish it now."
I know you're like desperate times call for desperate
Hmm.
action. Welcome, Jessica. She's on with us.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Where is it? No, no, mine's not caught up yet.
Well, it's Black Friday here in the States, so there'll be no one else on. Everybody's at the mall shopping.
Yeah, of
We have
course.
all the
Yeah,
good deals.
of course.
All right, I will get us started. And of course, because we're going live, my man is right here.
I saw the picture on your live on your story.
He's,
He's just adorable.
he's like maybe 3 inches from me.
I'm such a stalker.
Maybe.
I'm such a stalker. I realized that we could put like an AI version of our own background on messages, and I've put like like your bulldog and my our little dog on.
It's so cute, though.
Oh, it's so stalkerish. Don't lie.
No, it's not. I love it. Okay, 25
All
minutes
right,
starting
all
now.
right. We are getting onto it.
Good luck.
Okay.
Hello. We are back.
I was had these in for you, and then I switched it over to here, and then I didn't hear you.
No worries. Okay, now I'm kind of stuck because I thought I'm working on Marco. I got it back from my editor,
Yeah.
and my editor is Roxy Lee. She's another editor. She's an author down by you. You know her. You're going to see her. Oh, you froze for
Oh,
a
sorry.
minute.
Yeah, no, it was the putting my things away. Sorry.
Anyway, she said nicknames are capitalized, and I was like, uh-oh, because I think this is my, I don't know, 11th book or something like that, and I don't think I've capitalized nicknames. I think my other editor said, no, you don't have to, but now she's like, you need to. I'm like, oh.
I think any name. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's a hard one. I think any name I would
Well, I was reading,
think.
I know, I was going out here, I'm like, okay, see, this is why I'm a writer, not an editor. And so I was going out here and trying to see what Google says, and Google's like yes, and then another article says no, and depends
Oh
on how you
gosh.
use it. So
There's
if
too
I
many
say,
there's too many non-rules.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't go back and re-edit all my other books.
Oh my
So
gosh. Yeah, yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to read through examples, and some are saying, yeah, if you refer to them, for what they are, like a proper name, then they should be capitalized. But another article says no, they shouldn't, because um, it's a descriptive word or phrase used to describe something.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me go back to my other books and see what I did.
I reckon if you, I don't know. I capitalize because mine's a biker thing, and
Yeah,
it's
that is
they
it.
all have nicknames. They all have nicknames,
Correct.
but I've capitalized all their nicknames, especially because one's Bullet, so it's
That has
it's got
to
to
be.
got to be it's got to be a
But if
capitalized B.
they say sweetheart, that's not capitalized, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna have to see how I
I'm
use these.
really I'm not the person to ask, so I'm likely to lead you astray and not actually lead you where you're supposed to go.
I know. I relaunched my website, and
I
so
love
my
it.
sister.
I've been looking at it. I actually sent it to a girl that works for me with my own business, with what I do in the day. And I said to her, I love this. I don't want the same, but I want my theme similar
Yeah, your
to
version of
yours.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she was like, I get that. So, yeah, because I love the way you've got your lipstick and, yeah, all the different, yeah, it looks it looks really good.
Thank you. But let me tell you, when you're trying to figure out what graphics, I was like, okay, well, my whole theme is reverse age gap. I'm like, okay, so what are the things for young guys, which usually young men are typically more broke than,
Yeah.
because of the.
And they've just got that long string of condoms. That's it.
Oh my gosh, that is
Did you put that?
hilarious.
I don't think you put that in there. You need that in there.
I did not. I could put the ad in for a Trojan ad in there. Yeah. So I'm over here brainstorming, like, okay, what do cougars represent? And trying to figure out all my images first, because I was
Oh,
like, this is
I
going to
saw
take
this
me no
thing.
time. I'm going to do this. And then I got to like the first one I wanted to do an image. I'm like, oh,
I saw this thing. I think it was on Instagram. It was just a post, and it said, "Ladies when they're dating in nice spiky heels. Ladies when they're been married for so long they're in like a half a heel.
like a kitten.
Ladies when they're had children they're in Crocs." And then there's another one that's like Crocs, and then it's got divorced, and it's got bigger than stilettos, like it's massive.
Oh, yeah.
That should be the cougar
You
heel.
know what? Okay, my shoe closet is ridiculous. So I have been divorced 6 years. I have a wall of stilettos because when I was in corporate America, that's all I wore. We had, very strict standards. It had to be obviously suits every day. So you could play around with some really sexy heels. And so I am going to take a picture because I have some that have fur on them. I have some that are like see through, and I would wear this to the office. I was like, if I have to, this all has to be like boring black suit, then that is going to be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I can see you wearing
Oh
those
yeah,
actually. I
another total
used to wear
bedazzle,
heels, but
huh?
not I used to wear heels, but I like my Converse now. I've got them on all the time.
I have.
I went to an event and I said to my I had this beautiful dress on and I go to my husband, can I get away with these? And he's like, no.
He's like, I'm going to need you to wear the yeah. So, but thank you. Anyway, I'm going to post a picture on those. I'm going to take a picture of just a section of my black and red
You
heels because they're.
do need to do that. You need to color code them and then put it up as one of your books. Yeah, like change it up.
But when you go to your editor, be prepared that you need to have your list of graphics available. Like I sat and like I got stuck, and so it took me an hour to figure out what kind of graphic and then create the graphic and then try it on for size. And so you know how there's book bibles, you need like a graphics bible of what you
Yeah,
want for your
right.
website.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm not that organized.
Well, I figured like fast cars, and then I had to do all my taglines, so if you click through my new website, you'll
I
see
hate the
on graphics.
labeled. Taglines are something that I can't like. I can never get my brain to think what that work, how that works. Like I can't blurbs, taglines, all of that stuff. My brain just decides to do like a gone. What's
I
she talking about?
I know, because the taglines are hard,
Mm.
right? You're supposed to be witty and tell a story, and it has to be a few words. And I started with obviously age is just a number because we hear that all the time, and I'm like, okay, I need to stick within that format, right? Age is just a number. And so that's when I came up with the very first one, like, older women, younger men, twice the fun. So I had those two. And then from there, I'm like, great. Now I have to create other killer stuff. So, and the one I like best is like unfiltered, unseen, unforgettable. That's for my bonus content.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm here for all the Cougars, right? I got you. Marco is coming up. So that comes out the end of December. But if I get it done, I'm thinking about maybe I'll move up that release date. Although
Ooh.
it's symbolic that it's supposed to be on New Year's Eve, but whatever. Whatever.
Oh, I don't think this book's going to be. I'm going to try and actually work out my release properly this time. I rush, like the poor editors and everyone that's working with me, my team and the beaters. I'm like, oh my gosh, it needs to, we've got to get it. I
Mhm.
never plan it. Like I put a date in instead of actually working through when I should finish.
100%. Jessica, our editor, knows that I'm a huge fat liar because I'm like, girl, I'll have it over to you this and a month later. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. But I told her for the second year in a row, I'm going to get my act together and I'm going to get a publishing plan and I'm going to not do that to her. And so I, like a big girl, I booked a date that I have to keep, and she's going to hold me accountable. And I'm like, okay, well, who's the author now? Who's the big author? Okay. So
No, I don't know how to even do that. Like my brain does not compute when it comes to when you finish it, then you've got your editing. Like, how much time do you need for your editing process? How much time do you need for this process? How much time do you need for beaters and arcs to read before you put a launch up? I sort of pick a day and go, oh yeah, I can do it.
let
And
me
then
tell
I'm freaking out.
you, Sienna, I did that same thing. And you know what I did to myself? I'm like, I have a word. It's called fuckery. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I use it all the time. The kids even know the word. And I'm like, this effery. And so I intentionally went back to my last book and I went through all my email, which everyone hates email already. And I was like, okay, when did I send it to Jessica? When did she send it back? When did I send it, to my betas or Foxy Roxy? Or, I went all the way down and I created like how long each person in the process needs. And I'm like, you're going to put yourself through this misery and you're going to get yourself a schedule. So
I haven't done that yet.
that's my advice.
I've actually just finished the second, I suppose it's my third book. So now I'm just waiting. And I've said to everybody, because they go, oh, how long have we got to go through this? And I'm going, ASAP, like as soon as you can. is my response. And I went with love. And if there's other things that come up, I totally understand. In the meantime, I'm in the background going,
I know. Anything is possible. Who knows? I could actually meet a hot cougar here. Ha ha ha. Maybe.
yes.
You can meet anybody you want online, right?
Yeah, or even at a pub.
Oh, there are a couple in Houston that are known for that. Mm.
Yes, there's a couple in Mandurah where I live that are very known for it. And I used to go to the pub deliberately. My husband said I'm an idiot, but people watch. I would go there deliberately just to watch them to see who they're eyeing next. And one was my son's friends, and I was like to my because he was with them, and I was like, please don't.
Okay, so there's a dinner party that we used to all have. Like when I first got divorced, it was Cougars, Cubs, and Gays. And so,
So
yeah,
good.
so we are all single, and so it was just like we would go to these two places, and it was great. Somebody in our group would go home with someone every now and again, and so you're like, well, good luck. Like, drop us your pin so we know you're still alive and you weren't like, murdered
Yes.
on Dateline now. But yeah, we used to go to those. So I know there's one that it's like a speakeasy, so it's super dark and smoky. And let me tell you what people do in public. I was like, oh, yeah, not this one, but others. So, yeah, I was super surprised.
Do you take like you'll end up going out night clubbing with this big shield so
I
you can hide
know.
yourself?
I was like, I need to burn these clothes now. I can't get into these germ-filled clothes in my car from
Oh my
sitting
gosh.
at this speakeasy. I'm like, I don't know what I sat in or sat on, or if it's crusty or dried, or I'm gonna have to burn these
It's
clothes.
amazing how times have changed though. Like I suppose Australia and America are two very different, I suppose, places. But I know since when I was younger and going out to now, the situations change, the atmosphere is completely different, and it's just yeah, it's a bit wow now. Like you've got to blink a few times to like go, really? You're doing that?
Oh, these
Okay, I'm gonna go back over here.
Yeah, and these young guys, they are bold. I mean, they are
Yeah.
bold. And I'm like, oh,
Yes.
holy.
Yeah.
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 All right. So we're going to get cut off. We'll write for the next 15 minutes and then the live will end because we talked too much.
Oh yes, we do, but that's okay.
That's okay. It's all good
I,
times.
I do like the chats.
I do too. Okay, honestly, Friends Mom is a fantasy for sure. Oh yeah, I'm writing that. So my new series is Bikers of Boston. I have the first cover up. I have the series on my new website, and there's going to be a best friend's mom. I know.
Very cool.
Okay. Yeah, Stifler's mom. I'm writing it.
Very good. Very
Okay.
good.
I'm gonna be in my line because Bulldog is right here still, and
All
good luck
good.
in your writing and editing.
All good. All right, I will I'll message you on the other side.
Okay, catch you in DMs.
Okay.
25.
Bye.
Guys.